Hi guys, this is Tracy. Today I'm here to show you how you can ungroup and arrange this week's free Spring Gnome SVG. So the first thing I want to show you, if you have gotten the recent Cricut update, you can see that when this comes in, everything is collapsed. So all the layers are still here. You just need to click on this and this is going to show you all your different layers down in here. Now if you've been with me for a while, you know I like to explain why I do things in the designs that I give you guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and ungroup this, and I want to show you. If you come through here, you can see this layer right here, which is his pants and his little shoes here. You can change the color of the shoes. You can change the colors of anything in here, but I wanted to show you the little hat band and the hat are grouped together. This one right here are the flowers, so you could change the flowers if you want to. And I did not attach the two flowers, meaning the stems and the outside of the flower. I'll show you what I mean here. This right here, this is single. I did that because if you wanted to duplicate the flowers, if you wanted to make more flowers, you could do that. You could move them around. Same thing with the butterflies. If you wanted to, let me find them here. There's your butterflies. If you wanted to, say, take this one and duplicate it, then you have another butterfly that you can make. But that's why I like to leave things separate, so that if you guys want to duplicate things or take things out, move things around, you can. Okay, so with that being said, I wanted to show you, let's go ahead and move a few things out of the way here. These right here are just grouped, but if you want to attach them, you would just click that attach button. And what I mean by attach, if you have not seen my previous videos or haven't used the attach feature, if it is not attached, when you come in here, these are going to be his hands and nose. So if you feel comfortable cutting it out so that it is not attached and just placing them individually, you absolutely can do that. So same thing with this here. Nothing is attached here, so these would all cut separately. But what you can do, if you want to attach this, now this is all going to cut in one piece. Okay, so let's move a few things out of the way here, because I want to show you this flying, whatever you want to call that here, the dash lines and these little bees, these are all separate. So when you go to cut these would also cut individually. But what you can do is you can attach that. So now that's all going to cut together. Okay. You also can attach his the pants down here if you want to. Let me go ahead and ungroup this. You always want to ungroup first, because if you don't, and then you go to attach this with this, everything's going to change colors. So now his feet also change colors. So you want to make sure that you ungroup the elements that are not the same color. So right click and ungroup, or you can, you can click on it and come up here and ungroup. So a couple different ways that you can do it. I just like to do it from over here so I know what I'm doing. Okay, ungroup. So now if you wanted to go through and the black and then grab his little pants right here and click attach, you can do that. We'll send that to the back. So you can see that his shoe colors are still there. But I do want to let you know here that if you attach it this way, all this black, including his pants, move his little feet out of the way here. And move that out of the way. I don't know if you can see this here. This now lands, this is all going to cut as one piece, meaning this bee is actually connected to his pants down here. So when you go to put his shoes on, it's going to be on top of that bee. So it may not be a big deal to you, but I just wanted to make sure that you are aware of that. So if you detach this, now when you go to cut this, that bee would be separate. So I don't know if you can tell the difference here. Let me zoom in a little bit here so you can see. So you can see that this is separate. Whereas if we had it attached, I don't know if you can tell, that's all going to cut together now. So that's up to you. You know, your personal preference, whatever you're comfortable with. If you would rather cut it all together, you can do that. I would say in my personal experience with these dash lines here, if you cut too much, like if you have, so just remember that this is all going to cut together, which means all this is going to be weeded out. Sorry, I hope I'm not confusing you with all the things that are on the screen here. Okay, so when you go to weed all this out, whether you're using adhesive vinyl or HTV, you're going to have to weed this out, and then all these little pieces right here. It may be more difficult to weed it out with it all attached together. I hope I'm making sense here. So I personally would probably leave the pants not attached. Because this really isn't too difficult to figure out where it's going to go by lining it up. If you look at the original picture of what the design looked like, you can see where things are supposed to go. So like this is going to be right inside of here. I always like to, when I am making a project, I always like to keep a picture of the design in front of me so I know where all my placement is supposed to go. It just makes things easier. So see, you can see how things line up here. We need to bring it back to the front. So this is going to go right in here. Okay, so you get the idea here. I'm just going to go through and show you where everything would go. But I just thought this design would be really cute, like if you guys wanted to make a garden flag, or if you like to do home decor, like as far as a sign or maybe a pillow. I just think it would be really cute to make a little garden flag, add your name in here if you want to. Okay, just remember, if you're going to do HTV, you need to mirror everything, which means just flip it. So if you are somebody who is not good at remembering to use your mirror button, so like for this right here would need to be mirrored. If you're using HTV, right down here, you would just click this and it's going to flip it. But if you're not somebody who remembers to do that, you also can do select all, flip, and flip it. So now it's already flipped. You don't have to use your mirror button. That's just a little tip that if it's something that you forget to do, that's an easy way to remember. All right, guys, but that's it for this project. I hope you like it. If you make it, please bring it over to the Facebook group and show it off, because you know I love seeing what you guys make. You can find this week's free SVG in the freebie library. It is design number 196, along with the names of the fonts that I used and the links to where you can find them. I also have a mock-up over there showing you what it would look like on a garden flag if you'd like to see that. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you. Have a great day.